Hi folks, welcome back. Hope you're all keeping well. So today's request comes from Mark V, who's a VIP member over on my Patreon page. And he's requested the band The Warning. So I've definitely heard those two words together, The Warning, but I've never heard the band before. So this is a first time, brand new reaction. Now he's actually sent me a little message here with a little bit of context. So I'm going to read that through for you. So he says The Warning announced which song would be released this Friday. So this request came in just at the end of January 2024, just depending on when you're watching this video. So there must be a new single coming pretty soon, about now, maybe. Maybe it's already out now that this is early February. So it says there are a couple of live videos, but it's phone quality, so I don't think that's a good choice. Although they were on my list for a while to check out, I only started to listen to their work Thursday evening, the 4th of January. Right, okay. So after a long evening and night listening to their music, by chance, I discovered they would start touring. It would be in the Netherlands in April. I was in luck, got a ticket. First time ever I got a ticket for a band within 24 hours of discovering them. Here, man, that's straight on the ball. I like that. That's awesome. From everything I heard up until now, their live performances sound very good. Maybe even better than the studio performances. My goodness, there's a claim. So I decided to disciple from their third studio album released in 2022. From what I understand, the majority of that album was written and recorded, by them in 2020. Okay, so the title of the video is The Warning, Disciple Live at Teatro Metropolitan. And the date is, what's that, the 29th of August 2022. Here's a little bit of background. The Warning is a three-piece rock band, all sisters from Mexico. They started their band back in 2013, and at the time of this performance, they were aged 17, 20, and 22. Right? My goodness. So Alejandra is bass and background vocals. Paulina is drums and vocals. Wow, so we're getting three vocals here. I can see Daniela, guitar and vocals. It's going to be good. So next to headlining, they've opened in the past for bands like The Killers, Foo Fighters, Muse. Oh yes, Muse. Yes, Muse. And Guns N' Roses. There's a lot more interesting backstory on this band, but I think this should give you a start. I wouldn't be surprised The Warning Army, oh dear, that sounds a bit ominous, will fill in all the details after posting a video. Oh, the army coming to get me. Very interested to hear what your thoughts are. It's a lot less complex than the likes of Opeth and Ginger. He knows now that I'm a big fan of those bands. Ginger more recently, because I only heard of them in the last couple of years. Opeth forever. 20 plus years I've been listening to them. But personally, I enjoy it a lot, and it's got lots of energy. Regards, Mark. Cool. Thank you, Mark. So the format here we're going to have is full reaction right through. No talking. I'll do my best not to say anything. Watch the whole thing, and then we'll go back and have a chat. Maybe break it down a little bit, if I can. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. And you can follow me on Patreon and stuff like that for requests. And check out my music and plug. Yeah, right. So anyway, without further ado, let's get going. Go.
The sun is shining on me today. vocal and hidden in the sound. It will always be a good friend when the sun goes down.
Wow. Amazing. Especially, I'm glad I read your message, Mark, because the age, I mean, they look young anyway, but like, that's ridiculous. The talent these girls have at that age, ridiculous. So like the main thing that stands out to me is like the sheer professionalism. Like obviously they're tight as hell. Every single player, unbelievable. Drumming, incredibly technical, but not over the top, you know. So yeah, cool. Powerhouse lead vocal, really high energy, as you said. The thing about them is, despite them being so young, they're delivering a performance of like a band that's been touring for years and years and years and years. I guess maybe they have been. I don't know. I mean, they started so young by the message. So I don't know. The thing of a band that's been playing for like 20 or 30 years. You know, they remind me of like a bit like Van Halen. If you think of Van Halen's performances whenever they broke out in the scene, you know, lots of run around, athleticism. That's easy for me to say. Jumping around and, you know, getting the crowd involved. And that's a big thing about it. So really hooky music too. You know, cool chorus. I like that sort of descending pattern. Got the Iron Maiden chants. Oh, I can't sing, so sorry about that. But that sort of big crowd sort of chanting stuff, it works perfect for arenas, doesn't it? Like, you know, and getting everybody the kick drum going, you know, clapping and stuff. So yeah, I can see like if you're there, be a really high energy, and you know, you'd feel that, you'd physically feel that sensation seeing them live. So yeah, what else? Lovely PRS guitar. The guitarist was playing. Really unusual chord. Is it in the bridge or in the verse maybe? Can't remember where it is now, but I'll have a look at it when we run through again. There's a particular chord jumps out to me. I just would not have expected that chord whatsoever. Really nice. Even that, just that one chord is enough to tell me everything about the band, that they have this sort of compositional brains where they can kind of choose unusual harmonies, go to unusual places, but you know, they're obviously writing in a way that's sort of, they know it's going to capture sort of a mass amount of people because it's not overly complex in its composition. I would say it's sophisticated, you know, so maybe not complex if you think of like King Crimson, you know, but it's definitely sophisticated in the terms of the way it's been crafted from beginning to end, the way it tells its story and the journey it takes you on. even that, the high energy and straight into the sort of slow grooves and things, so it's well thought out, and just being able to pepper the song with unusual harmony tells me that, we're not dealing with just sort of like on the surface, some people might consider this quite like punky, poppy kind of stuff. I don't know, pop is the wrong word to use, but I just really mean that as in a popular way, but yeah, I don't know, that just that single chord's enough to tell me, there's a bit of depth to these girls, so yeah. Right, anyway, so there's initial thoughts. I'm definitely sure I had more, but I need more coffee. I need about 5 cups of coffee just to get out of bed these days, guys. I don't know if any of you can feel like that or not, but Jesus. Whew, this has helped wake me up a wee bit, but it's just organizing the thoughts can be tricky unless I've had a vat of black coffee. So, will we get into the analysis? Whatever that means. Yeah, let's chat about it. Let's go. Even got the Steve Harris pose there. Or not Steve Harris. Oh, I'm going to have spacebar trouble again today. No, the last couple of videos, spacebar trouble. Right. No, I was saying Steve Harris. It's Rob Trujillo or whatever his name is from Metallica. That sort of orangutan kind of pose there. Reminded me of that. But yeah, right. So, love the way that comes in. That bass tone is huge. Now, obviously, they do have backing tracks here. So I'm not entirely sure what's in the backing tracks, how much of that's layered, that sound. It sounds very, very thick for like essentially a bass and single guitar. But you can see when beside the drummer, the laptop and all this sort of session, like I have a session open now in Logic recording this with all the different sort of instruments, and I can see all the different tracks. So they're obviously using that. That's just standard now these days. But that is, whenever the kicks in there, is huge sounding. I think primarily coming from the bass. Sounds like, yeah, we're in D. So we're in D minor. And maybe try and work this riff out. I think that might be it. I'll have to listen again. Yeah, and there's kind of palm muted on it. And then it's just when it comes in. Now I haven't got this tuned to drop D, so I can't go down to the there. I'm down the octave, but I'm tuned to standard tuning there. But yeah, I can see the bass is playing a 5-string as well, so we're really able to get down to those even lower notes. I love the way this comes in with that snare. Bass, yeah, okay. Fill. Do you hear how spacebar? My God, that's the story of my life now. Do you hear how the articulation changes on the riff from the beginning? We've got it. You're holding on to those. That's a cool riff, yeah, I like that. Bass continues playing the riff. Guitar's out. Great groove on the drum. Listen to the open hi-hat. The groove on that open high, or the hi-hats, where it goes into the open. What do you hear? Because obviously the kick in the snare is quite straightforward, but I love the way the peppering of the hi-hat works. The guitar coming in is going to be... It would be the fifth there, but down to A. So you're getting that. You love to look away from, keep on pretending, sun is your enemy today. vocal harmonies. So you can hear the guitars just sort of, it almost sounds like octaves. Maybe not quite octaves there, but thicker. Even that, it's down to you about it being crafted well. That drop out there is designed. Well, obviously, I can't say it was complete authority on this because I didn't write the song. But it sounds to me like it's been designed that, like, when we play this, dropping that out, that's the chance for the crowd. You know, so it's almost like I think the song has been crafted in a way so it'll work really well when it's translated to live. And of course, I guess that ties in with what Mark was saying about how you can almost say the live performance is better than the studio performance, because in the studio performance that's effective. The dropping out where the instrumentation comes out, it's effective in that whenever it comes back in again, it's more powerful because from quiet to loud. But when you see it in context of live, you see that those kind of holes are filled with the audience. So obviously that's just one aspect, but that's something that can be quite different between a live performance and a studio recording. That run up is quite... I actually think the guitarist is playing some of those power chords with the lower fifth. So if you think, if we're in D minor, that's a D, that's an A, that's a D, so there's your sort of, well, power chord would normally be just the D and the A, which is a fifth. You know, that's a very sort of 80s. Yeah, it's been done a lot. But then if you include the octave above that, you get a thicker sound. But then if you include the fifth below it as well, which I think the guitarist is doing, this, you get a huge... If you think about that, you've got two extra notes on, you know, if your normal sort of power chord from the 80s was sort of the D and the A, in that pitch, D, higher A, and then another D on top, and then an A below that, you can hear you've got a more thicker. So even if you're a single guitarist, you can get a pretty thick sound. You know? I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing, like. And there's that chant coming in. Any extra noises you hear, by the way, you can see my hands are up here. You know, that's a dog. That's a dog. Is this a chord? That sounds like a... Oh, come on, give me a break. I think I found my place again. Alright. That's... Yeah, it's... what is that chord? So it is just an E. Where's the bass playing? Because it sounds more unusual than just an E. It's maybe the vocal, because it's going to... That's it, it's going... It's that note. If you put that... What's that? That's a B flat. So... Right, so there's the tritone. That's, you know... Always use the same example for this. I'll find another example some other time, but that's Black Sabbath, you know, the originators, you know. But she's singing that clashing note there. So that makes sense now. If we're hearing the E on the guitar, don't hear any dissonance there. It's in the vocal. But if you add that, yes, that's nice. Backing vocals there. It's another moment with dropping out. Sounds a little bit like that kind of pattern. That reminds me of what chord? Where have I heard that before? Silverwing by Arch Enemy. It's not quite that riff, but it reminds me of that song, and I played that for, I don't know, it was a whippersnapper. Something like that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. That wasn't it, but yeah, anyway. There's the energy with it. Amazing. The guitar's straight in this time, then it's not empty. There's that crafting of the song. So you notice the verse is shorter that time than the first time. So again, that's kind of, I don't really want to use the word standard, but you know, we've heard this before. And I always, very scratchy today, Kubrick. You know, I always think like a lesser band would just sort of use that, and you can usually tell that, you know, between like amateur bands and professional bands. So if they're onto something nice in the verse, when the second verse comes around again, they're tempted just to do the same thing, change the words. But you can see they're going for like streamline, so it's shorter, and there's just higher energy. So when it took time to build to the guitar, the sort of the parts the guitar was adding in over the slow riff, just went straight to it this time. And now it's a shorter section. We're straight into the next the anthem kind of part again. So it's pacing. It's pacing, trying to keep it fast. Killer fills. So that's really just outlining the same pattern as the chorus there. And a clean tone. Was there a wee guitar lead line or something came in here somewhere? Drummer's giving it stacks there. Keeping it simple. I like that. I like that. You need to cue it over. Is that the right rhythm though? Yeah. Same note, by the way. Bending onto the tritone from talking about earlier on. I'm guessing in the studio version doesn't go on this long. Could be wrong, of course, but it's feels like extended for the crowd participation. Getting everybody going on there. And I don't speak Spanish, so I'm not quite sure what she's saying. She's probably saying like, clap your motherfucking asses off. Every single one of you motherfuckers! I'm sure she's not. But I'm sure some of you get that reference. Right, so another one there. It's kind of simple, like, but a little motif. It's just a little thing that we can quite easily pick up and just tune our ears into. You know, a real earworm. Oh, da da da! Changes at the end. Cool. Vocal is unreal. Great snare sound as well, I really should say that. The snare sounds massive. Yeah. And ending, if you'd never heard it before like me, it's a surprise ending as well, so really keeping the listener engaged at all times. And despite it being quite, sorry to use the word again, but poppy and its kind of structure, like verse, chorus, bridge, and so on, and then the crowd participation, that kind of stuff. You know, it's certainly not prog metal. Let's be honest. But it shows you that even within those kind of formats, the little stops and starts and dropouts and, you know, those kind of things are a way to keep it really fresh, you know, and really entertaining the whole way through and make you want to listen again, because there is sophistication to it. It's not just, you know, just straightforward. I don't think it's straightforward at all. Really good. So really enjoyed this, you know. Thank you very much for the request, Mark. Yeah, looking forward to hearing more from these girls, and yeah, it's unreal. Like, just like seasoned veterans, really. You know, great sound, lovely PRS. Do have a PRS at the moment. It's only an SE, but it did have a really lovely artist model. It cost a lot of money. Wasn't using it much, so I sold it. I do have a video of me playing it actually on here, and it was a beautiful guitar. But yeah, sold it for a lesser model in terms of features and looks and aesthetic and stuff like that. But it does the same job. It's got a Floyd Rose on it as well, so handy. Hit tuning, you know. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.